Shalom everyone, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The birth of Jesus Christ is being celebrated all over the world and even throughout the month of December in Western countries. But his death, burial and resurrection are the core of the gospel. Today we are to discuss about Simeon, an important biblical character who had wonderful opportunity to bless child Jesus. The words of benediction uttered by him during the blessing of the child are astounding and significant for the history of Israel. Please read the Gospel of Luke chapter 2 from the verse 23 to 34. Since Jesus Christ was the firstborn male child, he was brought to the Jerusalem temple to perform a custom known as Mishpat ha-Makor in Hebrew. This is according to the provisions contained in Torah. Simeon was a righteous and devout person in Jerusalem. He performed the duty of a priest for purification of the child Jesus, according to Torah. Simeon was waiting for the consolation of Israel, and the Holy Spirit was upon him. Simeon took Jesus up in his arms and blessed God and said, "Lord, now you are letting your servant depart in peace, according to your word. For my eyes have seen your salvation, that you have prepared in the presence of all people, a light for revelation to the Gentiles and for glory to your people Israel." Luke 2, chapter 28, 32. Gentiles lived in darkness with so many false gods and gave their children as their sacrifices to them. They needed the light of one true God. But Israelites had already the glimpse of that light in the form of menorah in the temple. The word menorah can be decoded as a portion of light from Yahweh. Hence, Israel needed glorification by the advent of Messiah. Simeon added in his benediction of the child Jesus, "Behold, this child is appointed for the fall and rising of many in Israel, and for a sign that is opposed." This utterance of Simeon has got a historical significance. When Titus Caesar totally devastated the temple in 70 AD, it was really a fall for the people of Israel. But the Hebrew word used for raising again is tekuma, a noun indicating ability to stand. In context, Israel, with her ability to withstand her enemies, it could stand again. Eventually, in 1948 May, Jewish people could return to their homeland, and Israel regained the freedom which was lost for the past 2000 years. Simeon's utterances of benediction to Yeshua refer to these historical facts. Yom Yeshua Shamek.